Hey YouTube, it's the morning brew. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. If one can actually use those words today. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a great weekend. I know I sure did. Found myself doing something I didn't. Not a bad thing, not a good thing. Not a bad thing. Maybe a good thing. But I found myself getting back into Animal Crossing over the weekend. No idea why. Although I will say that when I got it last year for Father's Day, I played for a few weeks, but didn't achieve much in the game. Then, this past week, I just kept thinking about it. I was like, man, I really didn't do much in that game. And it was a good for my girls and for my wife, and it felt like I was just not appreciating it. And Father's Day is next week. Or this week, actually, this weekend coming up. And my wife's already, stashing away my gifts or whatever she got me and trying to be sneaky about it. And I keep forgetting that I could just as easily go on the web browser history, bank accounts, and find out. But I'm not that kind of guy. I'm really not. I wish I was. It'd just be funnier. But I started playing this weekend, and I forgot how relaxing that game actually is. And I forgot how damn stressful the mortgage is. And a New Leaf, since you're the mayor, the damn city projects are stressful as all heck. Anyways. Oh, good weekend. Update on my slight back injury. I'm doing much better. Still in considerable amount of pain over the weekend, although woke up a little bit better today, but we'll see how that goes throughout the rest of the day of the week. In 2 days, it'll have been 2 weeks since the dang injury, which, again, it ticks me off because it's a minor injury, but 33 and type 2 diabetic are a bad mix for minor back injuries. They just turn into major annoyances. Other than that, pretty much that's it for the personal sharing. I am getting ready to launch my full Etsy account. My daughters are insisting on adding to it, which is fine. They do their own thing. Of course, looking forward to a lot of upcoming video game news this E3. That's literally in 2 days, and I can't be there. Congratulations to Stuttering Craig, good buddy of mine from ScrewAttack.com. Just announced this morning that him and his wife welcome a new baby girl to the family. Congratulations, buddy. I wish I could be at E3 to congratulate you in person. The last time I saw Craig at E3 was his first daughter was born. So, congratulations, man. I'm really happy for him. One of the best guys I know, one of the most honest, straightforward people you'll ever meet in your life. Which I'll share this really quick because I know I usually have a time limit here. If you watch Screw Attack, they had a great E3 overtime gag with Jeff Keighley, where they were mocking Jeff Keighley, and I think I should have the link up here. I've met Craig. I met Craig and Jeff Keighley at the same E3. About a month before E3, my first E3, I reached out to Craig and I reached out to Jeff Keighley on Twitter, Facebook, and via email. Craig got back to me on all three, which was within less than 24 hours. Considering the guy's as busy as he is, it was fantastic. Totally was up for meeting up and just, if I could manage an interview with him, that was great. If not, I told him I just really wanted to maybe shake his hand and thank him for all the entertainment and the inspiration. Same thing with Jeff Keighley. I said, if anything, I would like just to meet you, to say thank you in person, and maybe if you could have any advice, sage advice to pass down. Well, met Craig, and not only did I meet Craig, we hung out for a few minutes in between, interviews we both had to do. What's it called? We met at the Gamer Grub booth. If you've never had Gamer Grub, you're missing out. I think it's still around. I hope it's still around. I really hope it's still around because I love that stuff. I just haven't had the funding to go hunt it down. And even after that, we met at Cheapy D's Cheap Ass Gamer Party during E3 and hung out there. Hung out with most of the Screw Attack team that was out there at the time, which is now not the current Screw Attack team. I mean, this is back when Destin was doing Hard News and Jose was doing Jose's Puntos and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny how, same thing with me. I'm not with the same team anymore. I'm not even on the same site anymore, let alone podcast or anything like that. When I met Jeff Keighley that same day at E3, he kind of mocked me a little bit. When I said, yeah, I'm, a small startup, independent writer, independent press, my first E3, and he gave me that, oh, that's nice, your first E3, huh? How you feeling overwhelmed, huh? Yeah, you feeling the pressure of the big boys all over you? And it's like, not till right now, no. Let's just say, he wasn't very nice. He was actually quite, came off quite arrogant and came off quite douchey. But that wasn't the worst of it. The worst of it was when me and my cameraman are in the middle of an interview with the Call of Duty game that was being released at that time, or announced at that time. We're talking to one of the developers, and out of nowhere, Jeff Keighley decides to set up his interview right behind him and me as we were talking, and his cameraman flashes a big bright light right into our lens and right into our behind our heads for about 30 seconds. And we paused, and I turned around and said, hey, you guys mind? We were almost done with the interview. And they're like, oh, yeah, man, sorry, we're in a schedule. We got to get going. So, I think I commented on the video for Screw Attack when I said, Screw Attack team, awesome. As I've met a few more of the guys after a few E3s after that. Pro Jarrett, who was with Screw Attack at the time, and Nervous Nick, who is currently with Screw Attack. Met a bunch of them over the years, and always had a great time with them. Always super nice guys. Jeff Keighley, anytime I've ever met him, anytime I've ever heard anybody else deal with him, like Angry Joe dealt with him, who I also met, and super nice guy, also had issues with him at the Video Game Awards one year. So it's Jeff Keighley's just a douche. Well, let's move on with the news. Terrible news, and hopefully will turn into better news sooner or later. If you didn't hear over the weekend, Saturday morning, great comedian Tracy Morgan was in a 6-car pileup accident on the Jersey Turnpike. His limousine got rammed by a Walmart truck, semi-truck, or tractor truck, or whatever you want to call them, and essentially ended up rolling 4 to 6 times on the Jersey Turnpike. And he ended up in the hospital under critical condition. And we had up until this morning when his PR person said that he finally came out of surgery because he has a broken leg, broken ribs, and so on. They did surgery on his leg, telling you how massive the injury must have been if they have to actually do surgery on a broken leg. He's still in critical condition, but he's more responsive, so the outlook looks positive. Unfortunately, during the accident, it was him and four other people plus the driver and the limo. And unfortunately, sorry, gotta read the name. Jimmy McNair, Tracy Morgan's mentor and person who took him under his wing when he first started off, passed away at the age of 62 due to the accident. Tracy Morgan's assistant and other fellow comedians who were in the limo suffered some severe injuries, some severe to minor injuries as well. They're all in critical care at the moment, so keep your thoughts and prayers for them. Tracy Morgan, honestly, I think is one of the funniest guys in the world. But regardless of that, it's a terrible thing when something like this happens. Even worse, that it shouldn't have happened. Limos for one don't have seatbelts, so when they rolled, they rolled. So, all I'm gonna say is that I really hope he makes a full recovery. I think physically he'll be fine. I think mentally, knowing that his mentor, good friend, Jimmy Mac is dead, is gonna be the hardest thing to deal with. So, like I said, please keep your thoughts and prayers for all of them. More than anything, to their families, my condolences for Jimmy Mac's passing. My prayers go out to the rest of you, and just hope they all get the support they need, mentally and physically. So, moving on to movie news. Now, try and keep these short and quick, because they're really not full-blown stories I want to talk about, but they are minor bits. So, Ant-Man gets a director in Peyton Reed, who did Yes Man, which finally, I feel like this Ant-Man movie is the nerdy kid in high school who couldn't land a prom date in time of his choosing, but finally landed one. But this is after all his other buddies, the other Avengers, have gotten directors. And not only got the directors, but they went to third base and beyond with some of them. You know, getting a little tickle with the pickle. So I feel like Ant-Man is just that nerdy kid who couldn't get a date, let alone get a kiss at the end of the night. Man, I'm starting to relate a lot more to Ant-Man lately. In other news, The Fault in Our Stars actually beat Edge of Tomorrow, which is a Tom Cruise vehicle that looks amazing, by the way. But Edge of Our Stars, which is a very, how can I put this nicely? It feels like the kind of movie your girlfriend's going to drag you to if she wants to make you feel like shit for not being as romantically involved as the main character and the characters in the movie are. Now, I could have been a lot meaner about that and said it's a girly movie, which I won't. There's quite a few movies that I'll watch that are romantic comedies, romantic dramas, and my wife never heard of them or seen them. Quick example, Time Traveler's Wife. Love that movie. We actually now own it. We both love it. Edge of Tomorrow, of course, was expected to do a lot better, but didn't do bad. It's just further proves that women have a lot more influence when it comes to movies than guys. You can put out you can put out Expendables 4 out, which I think 3 is in the works, or 4, I can't remember which one's in the works. You can put out the next Expendables movie, and then put out some romantic thing like The Fault in Our Stars. It's gonna win. Ladies have a lot more say in what guys will go watch in the movie theater. Sorry, Tom Cruise, as good as that movie looks, and I have heard good things about it, I really want to watch it. Thank God me and my wife agree. The Fault in Our Stars looks like something that will make us depressed for weeks on end. Kind of like My Girl, which I love, but makes me cry every time. Why had it happen like that? Well, anyways, in other news, Forrest Gump is coming back to theaters for its 20th anniversary celebration. No announcement officially as of this morning on what theaters and what dates and times, but it has been said that it will be coming back to celebrate 20th anniversary. Oh, and finally, in that little splooge movie news, Guillermo del Toro has said that he is officially working on Pacific Rim 2's script. Now, here's the issue. Legendary Pictures and Warner Bros. Have not said that they'll be funding or picking up the film. Doubtful that will happen, that they won't pick it up. It'd be dumb. The movie did great. The fan base is fanatical over it, and Guillermo del Toro has yet to really make a flop. I haven't seen Pacific Rim, not because I haven't wanted to, but it just really hasn't come up. I haven't seen it on demand, and I haven't seen it on at least on my movie channel. So, and unfortunately, I'm not gonna go pay for something I haven't seen in DVD format, and I haven't seen it on rental either. Is it even out yet? I'll probably put a note here if it hasn't or not. Is it? Probably is. I'm pretty sure it is. It should be. But like I said, no financial or studio backing as of yet. Expect one soon, although Guillermo del Toro is currently promoting another film, so could be another year or two before we hear any real updates on release dates and whatnot. And finally, they have crowned a king of the hill when it comes to the gaming console wars. At least for now. Sony has beat Nintendo finally after 8 years of struggling to get back on top. They have finally beat Nintendo when the PS4 sold 18.6 million units and Nintendo's Wii U has only sold 16.3. Now, we're talking about the major console wars. When it got to talk about major consoles, we really can only talk about home consoles. When it comes to portables, Microsoft isn't a contender, although they want to claim their tablets or smart glass, and their phones are their contenders. Yeah, good luck with that one. Because you really only have the PS Vita and the Nintendo 3DS/2DS to talk about when it comes to the portable console wars. And as much as Apple and Google want to claim their tablets and phones are also contenders, yeah, good luck with that one too. But no, in the major console wars, PS4 has outsold the Wii U. I kind of called it, and I said that Microsoft wouldn't even come close. And sadly, the Wii U is also not coming close. But that's the week before E3. This is announced this morning, 2 days before E3. It could all change. PS4 could make some major flops and announcements like they usually end up doing. Or they could make some major ones like they also end up doing. They have a pretty good balance. Nintendo, on the other hand, has quite a few titles coming out already that should guarantee increased sales in the PS and the 3DS, 2DS market and the Wii U. Granted, they'd have to have probably another price drop and some major AAA titles coming out within the holiday season to increase sales exponentially to beat the PS4, which, again, I'll call it, it's not going to happen. PS4 has won this console war by far. Microsoft's going to struggle the rest of the next 5-6 years, because all that's going to happen is right now the PS4 has not sold as much as it should, only because it has had a lack of hardware in the stores. Soon it'll have a full-blown market, shelving, and then we're going to see a real, numbers, spike up. That and the fact that they haven't had to drop their price or hardware accessories like Microsoft has to. Wii U has already done one price drop, so we'll see what happens. Personally, if it comes down to it, if I had to choose, I'd go with the PS4. As much as I love a lot of Microsoft's properties and what is it called? Dead Rising. One of my favorite properties of all time. Much as I love it and want to play the new one, it's not worth the Xbox One. It's just not. I haven't seen a lot of Xbox One titles that are interesting. PS4 hasn't announced a lot either, hence why I haven't bought one. And I'm still going to go with the Wii U first. But if it comes down to Microsoft's Xbox One and Sony's PS4, my money's going to go to the PS4 this time around, even though ironically I bought the PS3 2 years ago. I barely use it. But I think it's funny how we circulate. When the Xbox came out, the PS2 was on top. The Xbox 360 comes out, PS3 was at the bottom. Now you got the Xbox One, ironically the third console, and now the PS4 is on top again. Nintendo for the longest time was on top of both of them with the Wii, because that thing was just printing money. But now we've got a reverse on all of it. So we'll see how it goes. E3's coming up, and I'll be busy, most likely doing separate shows for E3 alone. E3 Day 1, E3 Day 2, and E3 Day 3. Mostly because, well, this is going to be just a flow of news. So, that's it for today's show. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And looking forward to the E3 news like everybody else. Until tomorrow, or the next time I see you, or the next video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and do all that good stuff. And come talk to me if you feel like it. If not, whatever. Till next time, as always, do yourself a favor. Enjoy your brew. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Happy Monday again. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. So just really quick, obviously, Tracy Morgan, we all got positive, thoughts and prayers towards him, and let me know what you think. Just basically, fondest memories that you have of him so far, and let's hope that, fast recovery happens. Of course, the Ant-Man director being picked, The Fault in Our Stars beating Edge of Tomorrow, Forrest Gump coming back to theaters, and Pacific Rim 2 being written. All those little short stories I gave out. If you got any thoughts on any of those, go ahead and share those with me on the comment section. And finally, Sony being crowned King of the Hill right before we go into E3. What are your thoughts on that? I saw it coming. I think it's just like anything else, it works in cycles, and this is part of it. It's just a natural cycle of the gaming world, and next time it would probably be Nintendo once again, or Microsoft. We never know. Or maybe somebody new will come into the fray. Steam does have the controller coming out. Amazon does have a console in the works. You never know. So let me know what you think in the comment section. As per usual, please subscribe, share, and like. Appreciate everybody who's subscribed so far. All 14 of you, great supporters. Thank you. And everybody who's watching on Geeked Out Nation or Castillo.com, appreciate all your views. Let me know where you're watching me. Let me know what you think of the show. Let me know if you need feedback. If you got any story ideas, go ahead and share them on our Facebook page. Those are always welcome, and they help me out when it comes to sharing the interesting stuff with you guys. Till next time, take care.